Hey, welcome back. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. So let's take a look at the current energies right now. Current energies for the collective, please, Spirit. Current energy. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? Okay, thank you. All right. Oh, shoot, that's a lot. Do we want to take them all? Let's take a look here. Okay, we've got Two of Wands, the Empress in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Moon in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles sideways, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Fool. Okay, that's a lot to unpack here. Let's see. Okay. So all the reverse cards. Okay. Okay, current energy. So the Moon, we've got secrets and mysteries being revealed and unveiled. You could be struggling with insomnia, some of you. Some shadows might be coming up. Might have some truth coming out. You might feel, some of you might feel like your intuition is blocked at times, and you might be struggling with happiness, which, you know, can happen when the shadows pop up. So that's the Moon in reverse. The Six of Wands in reverse. You might be struggling with, like, you might have this idea in mind of something you like to achieve, but it hasn't happened yet. You might be struggling with feeling like, okay, is this ever gonna happen? You also might be going through some, like, the truth might be coming out about someone being disloyal. I mean, it could be you're figuring that out about yourself, something about yourself, like something you lied to yourself about, but this could also be someone else being disloyal or failing in some way, something shameful happening, a truth about something coming out. The Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is about freedom and escape from that junk you've had to deal with. Taking control, feeling empowered and hopeful, finding solutions, really having that mental strength and finding relief in all that, like, shadow stuff that you had to deal with. And then the Empress in reverse. So this could be, you might be feeling stagnation, 333 on the timer. You may be feeling like you have a creative block, like you know there's something out there for you to do, but you're not quite sure what or how to do it. Maybe struggling with a little stubbornness, or you might feel dependent on something, and that might be what you feel dependent on, might be one of the things you need to, like, break yourself free from, escape from it, and find your freedom. And then we've got the Fool, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles also in the current energy. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, you see a couple of different paths, and there's a decision to make, and you may not be sure yet which decision is the right decision, which might be where that stagnation is coming from, 444 on the timer. But you do have a vision. You might have more than one vision, but you have a vision. You just might need to decide, okay, what's the best path to get there, or do I need to release certain things in order to make this vision happen? And when you make that decision, you know, you've got your beginning. Like, your beginning is just around the corner, your new beginning. Like, these are both these are both beginning cards, you know. The Fool, it's freedom, spontaneity, adventure. You might be even traveling somewhere, getting in touch with your inner child, your innocence, maybe being a little, it says carelessness, but I feel like you could be more carefree, you know, release yourself from dependence and just 555 in the timer, be free and go do what really lights your soul on fire. And the Ace of Pentacles, this could be a new job opportunity or other financial opportunities. Maybe some money and investments are going to start blossoming for you. It could be cryptocurrency, the stock market, some inheritance. I mean, it could be, the possibilities are endless. Yeah, and having health, comfort, stability. So those are some really good new beginnings to have in this current energy. Okay. What are some potential obstacles that we may be facing? Either now or in the next, like within the next month. What are some potential obstacles we may be facing? Some potential obstacles, please, Spirit. Potential obstacles. Anything else? Anything? Okay, anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. All right, so we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Sun. It was kind of like this. So like in reverse, but almost sideways, like halfway in between. The Emperor in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so potential obstacles. All right. So with the Page of Pentacles, this could be bad news on money matters. Having a lack of goal, maybe lacking common sense, like taking the wrong path maybe, could really lead you down a less preferable path with the money. Or it doesn't have to be about money. It could also just be maybe you're not taking action on things that you need to take action on. And action could just be like journaling your hopes and dreams, or like there's little things you can do to take action toward your goal, even if you feel like there's nothing I can do really. You can meditate and you can journal. I mean, those are two things you can do. This could also be about someone being disloyal or unfaithful. So it doesn't have to be about money. That could be a potential obstacle. And with the Sun, I mean, it was pretty much in reverse. This could be about ego. You might still be struggling with when something you feel triggered by and it triggers parts of your ego. So that could become an obstacle. And that actually could have an effect on your money if the trigger is disrupting your peace and is bringing you down into the lower vibration frequencies. That could affect your money. So just be mindful of that. This is also a card of delayed happiness. So when that stuff comes up, don't ignore it. Don't pretend it isn't there. Don't distract yourself. Just acknowledge it. Process it emotionally. Like if you need to cry about it, just cry for a few minutes, whatever, how long it takes. Like, I find myself, like, the weirdest shit is making me cry, but I'm just like, okay, this is just releasing. Help me get it out, cry it out. And I always ask myself, okay, why are you crying? I don't always know, but I'm just like listening to myself and just, okay, I'm releasing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because when we release it, it makes room for the light. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. So this is like a controlling energy, poor leadership, lacking discipline, abuse of power. You might have someone in your energy that might be kind of standing in your way. It could be yourself doing this. Like, if you're trying to control an outcome or control how everything goes, like, that would be something that you want to really relax on and just kind of trust in the unknown, trust in divine timing. That can do a lot for you. But if it's someone in your energy like that, try to release them, try to get away from them, or try to just have a neutral observation about them. I know it's really hard, especially when like we feel triggered, but do the best you can to find the silver lining. Like, oh, what can I learn from this? Okay, well, I learned that I don't want to be like them. I learned that I don't want to treat people the way they're treating me. So I mean, that is something you can learn, even if it's something you already know. But you can, you know, talk to yourself and just, okay, well, this is how it is. I'm still going to choose to be happy. I'm still going to choose to find peace. And then you find a way to get that peace and happiness in whatever way you can. Maybe it's laughing about it, like, wow, this is so awful. This really sucks. But, you know, it could be worse. I could be in a prison somewhere being tortured. I mean, that's what I used to say to myself back in the day when I could not think of anything to be grateful for because I was so depressed. But, you know, just find the reasons to be grateful. It'll help you and it'll raise your vibration. And then with the Four of Pentacles, ooh, this is a card of like possessiveness, guarding, protecting your resources, hoarding, stinginess, holding on to possessions, or deep-seated past issues. So as an obstacle, like, this could be something like maybe you're at a job that just, it's a toxic workplace. Like, it's just not, it's not aligned with who you are supposed to be, who you are. Like, it's causing you a lot of stress, but you're keeping the job anyway, you know, because you need the money, right? Well, it might be hard to find a new job. But something you could do, maybe, I don't know everybody's situation, but the more you can like look at your budget and really try to trim away the stuff that you really don't need. And if you're able to save anything, have a little cushion so that you can quit your job if that's even possible for you until you find a new one. Or that's just an example. I mean, that's not gonna be for everyone. But just take a look at what in your life are you guarding and protecting out of fear or the need for structure or the need to control something. Just kind of take a look at all the areas of your life. Is this happening somewhere? What are you holding on to that you need to release for your highest good? So those are your obstacles, potential obstacles. Okay. What is hidden that needs to be revealed for us? What is hidden, Spirit, that needs to be revealed for us? What is hidden that needs to be revealed? Is there anything that's hidden that we need to see? Please, Spirit. Anything we need to see? Okay. Yeah, these cards, it's hard to do that with because they're very thick. So let's... Okay, a bunch of them just fell out. You know what? What the heck? All right. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Root Girl, the disowned self. The Crossing, initiation. Empty Well, time to replenish. 15 on the timer. Horned Cactus, resourcefulness. Repairing the Veil, forgiveness. And Beloved, radical acceptance. Okay. So, underlying, what did we say? Hidden, what is hidden that needs to be revealed? Okay. Okay. So, with the Beloved Radical Acceptance card, this is going to be different for each individual person, but there may be something or someone or a situation in your life that you may be resisting or struggling or having a fight against, and finding a way to just having acceptance for it and just allow things to be how they are, or allow a person to be who they are. Like if there's a person in your life, they just do things. Maybe it's disrespectful or it's really annoying or whatever, but we can't change anyone. But we can accept that, okay, this is who this person is. This is where they're at on their journey right now. I'm not going to fight it anymore. I'm not going to try and change them or control them. I accept that this is how they are. Or it could be like accepting your job. Like, okay, I really don't like my job right now, but I need the money. I accept that this is where I'm at, and I'm just going to make the best of it. Or it could be something about yourself. Like, is there something in yourself that you really need to accept? Self-acceptance, that is self-love. And look in your life where you need to forgive. Like, I know as a mother, there's so many instances I can think of where I hurt my child. I didn't mean to, but just, we're humans, and sometimes we just hurt people like we don't mean to. But as a mother, it's like, it's really painful to feel like, oh my God, like, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. Like, it's hard, but like, that's something I had to forgive myself for all the ways I feel like I let my kid down, but I did the best I could, you know? So that was a really big area for me where I had to really forgive myself. And looking back at past experiences, I think all of us have trauma. Some of us have a lot, some of us a little, but like looking at those experiences and forgiving them, and just have the understanding that, okay, well, this is what I learned from that, and I can let it go. Or people in our lives who we feel have hurt us. I mean, everybody in our life, every experience in our life is a teacher for us. So if we ask the question, what can I learn from this? What is this trying to show me? That can help us to change our perspective and really find that forgiveness in our heart. And that will help us with our healing. And then the Horned Cactus, resourcefulness. So there might be some areas that maybe you feel stuck, or you're used to doing like the same thing, but it's just not having good results. So try to think out of the box. Like, maybe you already are thinking out of the box, but maybe there's a different box outside of that box that you can think out of, and just be open to new ideas. Be open to trying new things, even if they seem like wacko. Sometimes ideas that we feel like, no, like I've never, sometimes those can be really good ideas. Sometimes you don't know until you try. And then Empty Well, time to replenish. So anywhere in your life where you're just really struggling, feeling empty, like fill that back up with your own love. Love is healing, and we all have the power to heal ourselves with love, with self-love. And if you're in a relationship or a situation where they're just like eating your energy, sucking your energy dry, like get away from them. Just get away from them, or find time to be by yourself and really pour that love into yourself. The crossing with initiation. We are in a time of initiations, and depending on where you are in your journey, if you're watching tarot readings, if you resonate with my readings, then maybe you're kind of aligned with me. And this is a time of initiations. So whenever we're going through like major transformation, we're gonna be tested, because the universe wants to see, like, have you really changed? So like when you feel like you've come so far, you're doing really good, you're feeling joyful and peaceful, and then the universe sends you this big test and you're just like, oh my God, like you got hit by a truck. It's a test. Can you hold your frequency? Can you hold your higher vibration? So just be mindful. Like, you know you've progressed so much, and so when those struggles like just come out of nowhere, sometimes it's like it's raining and it's pouring, just know that it's a good thing, because it's the universe testing you. So just pass the test. Pass the test. And then we have the root girl, the disowned self. So just take a look at yourself anywhere where you've rejected yourself, or you've allowed other people rejecting you to really get you down. Give yourself that self-acceptance and that self-love. Really love yourself unconditionally, no matter what. Like, no matter what you've done, no matter like if you hurt someone's feelings, or just accept yourself exactly as you are, because exactly who you are now is perfectly you. And when you grow a year from now, 2 years from now, 20 years from now, and you're different, you're still going to be perfectly you. 2222 on the timer. Protecting the future. So anchoring those vibrations in is going to be one of the ways we can protect our future. And if you do have a lot of like money coming in with, what did we have? We had the Ace of Pentacles. If you do have a lot of like finances coming in, just make sure you're planning for your future, you know, like, because that can be one of the universe's tests, where it gives you some money and then it wants to see what you're going to do with it. Like, are you just going to like waste it and be broke again, or are you going to be wise? So just keep in mind, like, okay, thank you, Spirit, for that. All right, what is in motion now? Gosh, I feel like I'm talking a lot today. It's already 23 minutes. All right, what is in motion now, Spirit? What is in motion for us? What is in motion? Anything else? Okay, thank you. We've got the Parrot Spirit, watch your words, and the Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Okay, so with watching your words hold power. Not just the words that you're speaking out loud, but also like the words in your head, your thoughts. Like, they are very powerful. So just be very mindful to do your best to use your words in a positive way. Like, you can speak as if you already have it. Like, I am wealthy. Like, speak like that, and try to stay away from the negativity, because that can really affect you and your future. And the Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. Like, if we're thinking too much about the past or the future, that can put our minds in a place of like anxiety or suffering. So yes, we have to look at that to release it and grow, but be here now and really just enjoying each moment. getting as much joy, following our passion as much as we can. That will go a long way with keeping our vibration high and having an even greater future. Okay. What do we most need in our life right now? From the Angels and Auras Oracle. What do we most need in our life right now? Please, Spirit. What do we most need in our life right now? Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. We have focus on your health. So make sure you are giving yourself a nourishment, not just with like eating healthy food and water and like vegetables, but also with the words you're thinking and telling yourself. Make sure you're active and just really focusing on wellness. I heard someone else talk about that. Something to do with the astrology. And don't compromise. Don't compromise with your boundaries. Be assertive. Be unwavering and be courageous. So, you know, a lot of us can struggle with this out of fear, and just maybe as a child your boundaries weren't respected, or maybe you didn't even learn about boundaries. But you have the power now to do that, and that's part of loving yourself, really showing up for yourself and speaking up for yourself. Having those boundaries, stay true to yourself and what your needs are. Okay, what is standing in our way? What might be standing in our way? Let's see, what might be standing in our way? Anything else? No, okay, thank you. Okay, so we have Zadkiel. So it could be indecisiveness, or your ego feeling lost, or judgments. So this could be like judging yourself, or maybe being afraid of other people judging you. And you might be feeling lost, like, okay, what's going on right now? Why am I feeling like this? Or where am I supposed to go? Like, have faith in the divine guidance. And then with your ego, like if you feel triggered by people, just be mindful of it. And it's okay. We all do it. But just be mindful, and then just be like, okay, well, how could I have said that differently? Or how could I respond to this like in a different way that serves me in my highest good? And indecisiveness, you know, there's paths we can take, and just make the wise decision and choose the path that really feels authentic and aligns with you and who you want to be, what you want your future to be. That's really important, especially now with this new moon coming on is it on the 19th? Or is it the 20th? But with the new moon, that's a good time to really set intentions, plant seeds. Okay. What action can we take moving forward? What action can we take moving forward, please, Spirit? What action can we take moving forward? Anything else, please, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got a few here. Okay. Ooh, this is pretty. Energy healing. So getting into holistic, like your whole being, well-being, thriving, and vibrant. So really taking care of yourself in all the ways, emotionally, physically, spiritually, meditating, all of that. And then we have Jophiel, having compassion, doing self-care, really simplifying things and finding the beauty all around you. And there's always something like that's beautiful, even if it's just wow, that bird chirping, so beautiful. Like, or look in the mirror and smile. Your smile is beautiful. Really appreciate how beautiful you are. Or even just your kindness is beautiful. Oh, angels are watching over you. You are supported, protected, loved, and encouraged. And you know, every day you can talk to your angels and you can ask for guidance. You can ask for signs and messages. Before you go to bed, you can ask them to send you a message in a dream, and open your heart to love. This is a card of vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. So if there's anywhere where you've kind of been closing yourself off, like maybe your heart isn't quite as open as it could be, because, you know, maybe you've been hurt before, which is, you know, it's hard to open up and be vulnerable when we've been hurt before. But that's something that we can work on, really tearing away the walls around our heart and really getting into that stillness space, the meditation space where you really get in touch with your heart and just ask the angels to help you to heal and open up your heart more. And again, just forgiving everything, everyone, all the experiences, because that helps you with the healing. And just allowing what is to be what is. Like, we don't need to have control over anything or anyone. Just allow people to be who they are, and allow yourself to be who you are, your authentic, beautiful, loving self. And find community, you know, the community where you really feel like you belong. People that really align with where you are on your journey. And I mean, the higher your vibration, the harder it is to find that. But with these exciting changes that are happening in the world over these next few years, there's going to be waves coming. Like, the people that are really stable in their higher frequency, I'm really hoping I catch this wave. They're really going to be receiving a lot of like light downloads. So like some of that could look like telepathy, just even stuff like we can't even imagine. I think it's going to be different for everyone. But if we happen to miss this wave because we're just not anchored yet in the vibration that they want us to be in, there will be other waves. So don't worry that you're going to miss it, because you're not going to miss it. You will catch the wave eventually. And the more you worry, the lower your vibration goes, because that's worry. So just trust in divine timing that when it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. 3333 on the timer. Okay. What does the divine white light want us to understand? What does the divine white light want us to understand? Okay. What? Okay. They want us to understand two things. The telepathy of Terra Mater, which in the love reading they got that, and then the epsilon modulation. Okay. Number 36 and number 28. So 186. Okay. So this is a pathway to your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose. It's not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Earth Mother are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart. Even if it seems improbable or unattainable, it will manifest successfully. Yeah, so this is all about, like, before we talked about an obstacle could be being kind of indecisive. So just really tune into your heart and feel, okay, which is the best path here, like for my highest good. And trust in divine timing. Okay, the Epsilon modulation, number 28, page 153. Okay. And this is what the white light would like us to understand. Okay. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms, rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. That's beautiful. Yeah, so just the self-acceptance and really loving yourself, giving yourself compassion. Open your heart to yourself, first of all. But once you really give yourself that unconditional love, and we can learn to really love everyone because we are all one. Like, that's where New Earth is headed, towards like humanity as one community. Like, there's gonna be kind of like a natural split, kind of like the people that are awakened with the higher vibration are gonna naturally kind of gather together, and the lower vibration people are kind of gonna like gather together. But just know the angels are here. They're watching over you and they're protecting you. So reach out to them for guidance. Ask them for help. Give them your burdens. Let them carry it. You don't need to carry it. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.